Hey, what's up everyone? This is Micah from This Divided World, and I'm gonna try and make a video showing you how to do guitar harmonies. So basically, when you listen to bands, especially a lot more metalcore bands like As I Lay Dying and Parkway Drive, they'll play like a verse riff kind of thing, like, and then maybe there will be a part in between, or like the second time through the two guitars, instead of playing the same thing, they'll play different things. It'll be more like stuff like that. So they're playing two notes in two different notes, and it sounds really good. And so I'm going to show you the easy way to find harmony. Like some people, I don't know, once you know how to do it, so it's like a really easy thing. So basically what harmony in itself is it just means you're playing a second note to it. So to have a harmony, you have to have a melody. So like, this is just a riff I've been using in all my videos, but it's not really anything. It's just that classic metalcore style thing. So like that's considered a melody. It's like a one moving note or whatever. So basically a harmony is a second note. So a harmony can be anything, and usually if it's like a nice harmony, we have kind of names for those, and we commonly use those. So like a power chord is actually a harmony. It's called a perfect fifth. But you can have any harmony or any if it doesn't sound good, we usually call it like a disharmony. So anyways, let me play you a note. This is going to be in D, D minor, because I'm in drop D. And so let me show you just a D note with every harmony that there is, all the way from unison to octave. And you might not be able to hear it that well, but I'll play it anyways. So harmony is just playing a second note along with it. But there's some big common ones in metal, and in music in general, for sure the fifth, or what we usually call a power chord, especially when you're doing like sliding hardcore stuff, for example. You get a lot of that, and then when you get more into darker stuff, like Rose Funeral was a really big example for me where I learned this. You get a lot of thirds, and this is more like the Parkway Drive, As I Lay Dying, which I was playing earlier. So I just want to show you the easiest way to learn how to do that. So for example, I'll go back to that first riff I was playing. Oops. It's just going to be 5, 7, 8 on the A string, and you got your low D pedal tones in between. And what we're going to add is called thirds, and it has to do with putting a chord together. So like a D minor chord, for example, is the shape 5, 3, 2 on the A, D, and G. So the third just means it's the distance. So it's that the 5, 3 on the A, D. That's the third. That's a minor. It's called a minor third. And so you can move that shape anywhere, and whatever is the lower note you're playing is the root note, and you would call it by that name. So a D with a minor third would be the 5, 3 there. And an E if you moved it up to the 7, 7, and 5. Just however much you move it. And then there's a major shape, For example, on like F, which is how it fits in this key, that's the relative major, at 7 and 8. So 7 on the A string and or 8 on the A string and 7 on the D string. So the quote unquote right notes to play along with this, it just has to do with what key you're in and where in that key you are. So let me show you the big four for metal, and then you can figure out the rest and figure out what sounds good. So let me go back to that first riff, and I'll play it just as the melody, and then I'll add the harmony on top of it, and you can hear the difference. I think I missed a note there, but you get the idea. It has you hear all the time, and so now you know how to do it. And the other one that I really like, which is for all the harmonic minors, is with the 4 and 2, and it's like this. So it leaves that tension. So a lot of people will do the 5 3 4 2. It sounds like this. Really heavy. So that's really all there is to harmony. It just has to do with taking a note and adding a second one, and then finding what sounds good. So there's harmony, and then there's disharmony. Like if you play 5 6 on the A and D, it's all that kind of stuff, which is definitely big in metal. I might make another video on that. So that's basically harmony.